Sadly, many times hurting people hurt other people. You take an animal that's hurt or injured, and if it gets in a place where it feels it's trapped and it's injured and it's hurt, what will it do? It'll lash out at those that are there interacting with it. Maybe even they're trying to help it. You know what? I remember one time I was out on an early morning bike ride. It happened to be a Sunday morning early that time. I went out for an early morning bike ride and prayer and thinking, and I don't do that very often, but as early as Sunday morning, and I was going through Kiwanis Park. It was still dark, and as I came up a little side road off of the park, back up to Trafalgar, I saw this animal, and it was just going around in circles like that. And as I got closer and tried to see what in the world was going on, it was a baby raccoon. And the baby raccoon got his head stuck in a can. I don't know if you remember that or not, but he got his head stuck in a can. He was trying to get in there and lick out the contents of the can, and he wedged his head in, but then he couldn't get it out. And so he was just going in a circle, and he didn't know, like that, hitting things, and didn't know which way to go, amen. And he couldn't get his bearings. And I was like, what do you do? Now, as I tried to get him and try to help him, he just got frantic. He got wild. Why? Because he was scared, he was hurting, he was confused. Finally, I took my sweatshirt off, and I threw the sweatshirt around him and tied him up, and then I put him on my bike handle and took him home and had a little milk cage, and so I put him in the milk cage and called the Humane Society before I headed out for church that morning, and they came and got him and took care of him as far as getting him loose and taking him out somewhere and whatnot. But I'm saying this, you get something that is injured, or something that is panicked and scared, and you start interacting, and quite often hurting people can lash out and hurt you. Right? You understand what I'm saying here? And sometimes we take the hurts of others, I'm going to use the word too personally, even though it was a personal hurt.
Yes.
All we do is focus on the hurt that we've received, and because we just look at the hurt we've received, we don't take time to look out at how we can help and nurture the hurt that caused the hurt.